Sarah. Whack. Dude, with that pool out back and everything, I feel like I'm on holiday. It's good for you.
If you can still see his crosshair.
Yep, I can. I'm looking right at it.
Is it the T-72 you're locking up?
Yep.
Right, I see it. Yeah, so I'm aiming at the same one. It says target and range, and then it should literally just... You just tap that trigger.
I wouldn't move away because we got too close.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, he fired it automatically for me, sorry.
Well, now I've got towing constantly.
Okay, what are you locking actually? Because you shouldn't be... What to do is, alright, so relock it, so tap up again on another target, look at another target and then tap up and lock it. Choose something that you definitely know is going to be able to hit. And then same thing again. So if I turn my head here, so it should say searching. So he turns the gun sight.
Oh, I'm gonna crash.
Oh no.
It's falling at the ground.
So what's happening with it then? Talk me through.
Someone's crashing, is it? He's crashing. Sorry. You said them 3 times.
Are you finding that it's not finding a target, or is it just not launching?
Find the target. It's always the same target. It's a T-72.
Okay.
I get the towing briefly, and then that's it.
Yeah, it has to be. Literally, your crosshair has to be more or less identically synced to his, and you hold it on that as even if it's just for like a second, and then as soon as you hear the tone, tap the trigger. It takes a little bit getting used to, but it is very accurate once you get the hang of it. There's the T-72s over there, so... Searching.
Do a BTR-80 or a BTR-RD have radars?
No.
No.
Does the CV-59 have a radar? Is that a SAM?
Don't think so.
No, it's not a SAM. Not anyone that I know of, you know.
BM-207, does that have a radar? I'm thinking about hitting
what?
I'm thinking about hitting the air defense at Sochi with my arms. It means
Yeah, you'll only get to hit them if you've got a valid harm target in the
yeah,
head.
that's true.
Yeah.
Let me actually rearm with full arms.
Well, the gun works fine. What you could actually do is if you get her up in the air again, try the 30mm. Then you'll definitely know the triggers work. This works okay for me. Sounds good as well. I find that if you put it onto increased MG, it'll fire in bursts. As opposed to, it's very, very fast firing, but it will have to be in bursts because it overheats the barrel. Whereas if you fire it slowly like this, it's a little bit more control over it and it bursts quite nice.
And how do I get that decreased burst?
Yeah, that's the one I tend to use. If you know you've got a heavy armor target, you definitely put it on increase because it'll go through it much better. But decrease, a lot more recoil control. But it have to be in burst because it overheats the barrel. Whereas if you fire and it should be in the fixed MG30 position on the red panel in front of you. Should say 30 on it when it's equipped.
Yeah, I'm not getting any fire here.
No, bear in mind the weapon has to warm up again.
Oh, I've got to wait 4 minutes and that, no?
Every weapon system has to kick in.
What a fucking joke.
Russian technology, man. So you can't ask him obviously to use this gun. It does what's called blocking the shutter, basically to stop any like released shells and heat and so on from getting into the external system. So you need to switch back to the missile mode to let him start marking things visually again.
What?
Something nice just to get it to fire something.
Yeah. So there we go, there's a target in range.
Don't have any weapons warmed up yet.
I found that armor.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit of time. For some reason I'm getting an error when I'm engaging these targets at this field. I don't know if that is a genuine issue here or something. Maybe your gear's still down. Yeah, I've had this problem before at the four-way airfields actually. Like, there is a target there, but it's not spawning, and when it does, it comes up with error or ERR. Right, there's the T-72. So fly over it, target in range.
Tell me all about it, but I can't do a thing about it in a minute. I'm just flying around waiting for this idiot to warm these weapons up. This is really tedious.
You get used to it eventually. It's the same with all new things.
Is that in behind?
Yeah.
So what are you trying to do exactly?
Flying fucking orbits waiting for them to warm the weapons up.
Is the weapon system easy on it?
No.
I find it easy.
Right, finally, he's fucking done it.
Well, basically, the way this works, Simon, is you...
Right.
Essentially, you're using your helmet to aim at targets.
Am I missing something here? Because I've got no gunfire.
So what are you trying to do exactly?
Yeah, it has to be on... The dial needs to be on fixed MG30. And in front of you, there should be, on the red panel on the UFC, there should be, it should come up with 30 on it, in yellow.
Right, finally, he's done it.
Then the gun's ready to fire.
I've got it on GM30 on the rotary switch.
No, it should be on fixed MG30.
Fixed MG30, right.
Yeah. Oh, there is a problem with the targets at this airfield, I mean.
Right, and then I've got some other symbology on here now, but...
Yeah, so what do you...
I still can't shoot the gun.
Have you got the master arm on?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Fire control. Make
I've
sure
got all
all
the
the...
ones up that you said to put up.
Yeah, everything should be on. So on your, as I say, on your red panel in front of you, where the gun sight is, it should
It's
say
fixed
30.
MG.
No, it should
No.
say 30 on it. Cycle through until it says 30 on it.
How'd I cycle through it?
Oh god, there's a bind for that, isn't there? Turn the dial. Turn the
What-
dial. I just think it's
what
trying to get
dial?
the position. Hold on, the weapon select one.
Oh,
Hold
the
on.
weapon selector, right, okay.
Turn it to fixed MG30 on the far right side. And it's on the UFC,
got
it
it,
should come up
right.
30. Right, now squeeze
Oh,
the
there we
main
go.
trigger.
Fires now.
Right, so that works fine.
Doesn't help it says fixed MG30 in about 4 different locations.
I know. It's because this can take pods. It can take 12.7 mil, 7.62, all these separate gun pods. Oh, Simon, don't be disheartened about this.
You just have to be.
I'm
You just
not.
have to. You should have how many times it says something on it.
Yeah.
I'm just. I've
So which-
realised there's a jammer switch that I can turn on the F16.
Only if you're carrying a jammer.
Yeah, you need the pod.
Fucking
You need
hell.
God, and then you have to turn it on as well.
Yep.
Jeez, I'll have to do that next. Does that actually work though?
Yeah, it's good.
Of course it works.
Is it hard for people to lock on?
Yeah.
Am I able to carry a harms targeting system and a jammer? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll mute now.
Yeah. I think the targets at this airfield are bugged though.
Get these overlays is quite freaking hard.
You can turn that, if it's the helmet one, you can turn that off for the MG if you want.
Whoa.
Dying, but it ain't dying.
Got lag there.
Remember and check to see if there's like the gun's hitting the ground, then obviously it is firing.
It is. Watch it.
Still getting used to something.
Something metal push rate. Something high pedal push rate. What is
Yeah,
it?
the push rate. So basically, you'll notice that the pedals will move. Oh, I got killed. You'll notice the pedals will move slowly left and right. It's almost like it's got resistance against you. The higher you put that in your special settings, the more, the tighter you'll be able to rotate with it. But if you put it too high, you'll put yourself into a spin. I've noticed this quite often with a high.
Yeah, it's too pitchy, that thing.
Okay, so if you want to try this in hold fire mode, that is another one we can do here as well. So let me just make sure it's working. It takes a minute to actually move the front gun, so it's very slow.
I'm going hunting players with me air to air and then hit the Patriots or such if I can.
As you do.
Yeah. Because we need to take Sochi. There's an offences coming up in about an hour and a half.
Ah, okay.
They're going to move the forces down to do all hands on deck if possible.
I'll try and get us in as well if you want.
Yeah, no, jeez. He has to perfect that before he's on this. Well, not perfect it, but be some
Right, I'm
way
gonna go with
comfortable.
that sail thing again and see if I can get that.
What are you doing?
Switching over sails.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Figure it out.
You can do this through hold fire mode as well. So basically you would select a target, get it in range, and then instead of letting him fire on his own, you would hit the ROE again, but it's a little bit more like you have more control over when he fires the shot. So if you hold up again, it will change to sort of white-yellow colour, and it'll say hold fire. You see that? And it's the same process again, so basically you would aim, get him to move the observation sight onto the target, select one from the list, and then just tap ROE once you hear the tone, not when he hears it, but when you hear it. So you have complete control over when the shot fires. Does that make sense?
Right, I'm just trying to lock something up at the minute.
Bear in mind that the operator's gun sight is mounted underneath the nose, so if you're dipping down towards the target, it
can't move sight yet.
It will move.
Now
It will move.
And he's got
yeah.
PTR, so.
And it's in yellow, right, or white, or whatever colour you want to call it.
When you say I put my crosshairs over his,
Yeah.
are we talking? Because I've got two sets of crosshairs in front of me.
Yeah.
I've got the ones from the little Y, upside down Y.
Yep.
And I've got the one from the helicopter.
Yeah. You should have one.
His set.
Yeah. His one is the thin one in the actual projector. That's the one you want to be aiming at. Whatever he's aiming at, that's the one you need to go up to his crosshair on. Yeah.
Which one am I aiming?
You're aiming the main crosshair with the
circles.
The circles on it. That's the
right,
one.
Okay, because you were talking about putting
the
head where you looked out, and that's what I've been putting over the targets.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
That's confused me. I've been flying around trying to put this helmet mounted sight thing on, and
sorry, I should have been clearer. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Now I know.
So once you got the tone on his crosshair.
Oh yeah, you put his on it, don't you?
Yeah, and then once you hear the tone, if it's in hold fire mode, then you need to hit the fire button.
I don't even know how to get into hold fire mode, mate, so I wouldn't know.
So hold up.
I've not even got it out in a normal fire mode yet. So.
Okay. So you have the helmet marker up, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's what colour is it in?
Is he just dumped that target now?
Sorry if I had the one you were aiming at. Take your time. I'm not rushing you or anything. Take your time. Basically, we just need to know what mode you've got the helmet in.
Through this. Right, I got the beep.
Okay. So is it in white or is it in green?
No, it's not.
You hear me?
Yeah, you're talking green. It was in white.
No, yeah, leave it in white. This will be a bit easier for you. So put it into the white mode, so hold up and then make sure the boxes in the helmet sight are in white.
Right, they're in white now.
Right, perfect. So next time you get a tone, as soon as you pull the trigger, the missile's going to launch. In free fire, in green mode, he'll fire when he decides that it's the best time to hit the target. In this case, you have full control over the firing system.
Well, that's a bit of a worry because I've not even got it to work in the green one yet. So.
No, this should be slightly easier for you because then you know exactly when to shoot because you have full control.
I pressed that ROE button when the tone was there and I got nothing.
So there's that locked in. Wait for me. Hit missile away. So make sure you've definitely got the bind set as well. I actually find that the hold fire mode is actually a lot easier because, let's say, you've got a lot more control over it. It just takes a bit of practice, so I know it's a bit frustrating at the beginning, but once you get the swing of it, it's fine. No, same again. The only time that you're not targeting with the helmet, you're just telling him where to look with the scope. You'll see his crosshair move actually.
Too close.
I think the minimum range is about a kilometre. I think for these missiles.
I'm so fucking confused with this now.
Right, do you want me to start from the beginning?
No, when it's in green, when it's in white, do I press this ROE button when it beeps?
Yes. You have full control over when it shoots.
It's green as well.
I did, but unfortunately, yeah. That was the problem with that. Unfortunately, didn't take into consideration. So basically the way it works is this: if it's in white or yellow, whatever the contrast is, that mode we call hold fire. That is when you have complete control over when that missile leaves the rail. As soon as you pull the ROE trigger, it's going to fire. If it's in green and you hold the sight over his sight, he will decide when the best time to fire the missile is and will do it automatically. Does that make sense?
Try to fly the airplane into hover as well at a minute.
Turn it over. Let her move the gun sight.
RE button's not working.
Right.
Is that not firing? Put...
I'll also make sure it's armed as well. I know it's a stupid thing, but
Right, well,
there's not many checks to do, to be honest.
I'm pulling it, I'm getting the beep, I'm pulling it, I've got a circle over the thing, I'm pulling the ROE button, nothing's happening.
Okay, and it's... Yeah, check the bind, because it should be fine.
No, it's fucking lost that bind, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's, that's probably what's happening with it.
Just to make you